Hey everybody, Adam Ottinger here with ProductiveGamer.com, and today we're going to be looking at Elder Scrolls Online. Now this is the PlayStation 4 version, and I tell you, I've had a lot of fun with this game. If you've played Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or Morrowind, you'll know exactly what you're getting into, but just imagine a multi-massive online RPG. So now instead of just running around and enjoying great single game content, you can join up with your friends or some other players to work together on taking down harder bosses, getting better loot, running dungeons, all the good things that come with the multi-massive online RPGs. Overall, the graphics are really polished, really good-looking graphics, beautiful worlds to explore, all kind of different environments to check out.
Yeah,
anywhere from running through forest to being out on the beach fighting pirates, or out in a lava burned world where you're fighting other kind of creatures. Just a overall gorgeous world to explore. It's got a map for making traveling a lot easier. You have things called waypoints that you once explored or discovered, you can use them to fast travel around the map to get around pretty easily. Now, Elder Scrolls has a wonderful story. You have a main storyline that you'll follow, but for the most part, you'll just be out in the world helping different people or cities do different things. And each person speaks their part, so you don't have to just read subtitles. That gets, at least for me, immerses me more in the storyline. I'm able to hear out that person, connect with them a little better, and dive in a little deeper within the quest and really enjoy it. The questing is not your usual just go kill X amount of these people or go collect out X amount of these things. You'll be doing all kind of different things, from helping people with diplomacy to maybe you have to go kill somebody, you have to solve puzzles or do different things. So storyline is really good. Really enjoy the different all the different aspects they added to questing, making it fun, keeping it different enough each time around, keeping it fresh. They did a really great job doing that. When you're wanting to take a break from questing, you have so many other things you can do out in the world while you're exploring, such as fighting mini bosses, or you may run across an area where certain enemies come in waves. They get summoned, and they come in different waves, so you have to work on defeating those. And this is where the multi-massive part comes in really handy, where most of the time, in most cases, you wouldn't be able to take down these bosses or run through these different waves of enemies without other teammates. And you'll find when you run across these areas, you usually have a couple folks waiting for a few more players. That way they can get in there and work together as a team to help take down these harder challenges, and of course granting you better loot. There are a lot of people still playing the game, so when I ran across these areas, it wasn't no time before I had other members coming in to help out, and we were able to work together quickly as a team to help once again work together to take down these harder challenges. So combat in Elder Scrolls Online is a lot of fun, a lot of action. It's all live, so you can move around, you're fighting different folks. You may have to block at times, maybe interrupting a mage from casting spells, dodging certain area of effects that may come down just to mitigate damage. All kind of different weapons you can use, from your two-handed swords to dual wield to bow and arrows and staffs. So as you fight bad guys and complete quests, you're going to level up, of course. So you have 3 main stats while leveling up, which is magicka, health, and stamina. All these stats are important to different type classes, which we'll cover here just a little bit. But as you level up, you also gain skill points, allowing you to put points into several different things within the game, such as you get 3 main skills, set of skills within each class. But also as you level up, say two-handed swords, you get a skill set with two-handed swords. If it's light armor you're wearing, as you level it up, you get skill sets within light armor. So there's all kind of stuff to spend your skill points in. Once you purchase skill points, some of them are passive abilities, which you won't obviously put. They'll just apply passive type stats to you. But then you have active abilities that you put on a hotbar, allowing you to use them while fighting and in combat. Having abilities from skill sets into the hotbar while you're fighting in combat and completing quests allows you to level up those skill sets. unlocking more abilities within each skill set. Individual abilities level up as you continue to use them, allowing you to improve the potency of the abilities. One of the great aspects of leveling up your abilities, you can go in and actually morph the abilities, allowing you to apply different perks to the ability set. They have several different options under the menu, including a crown store where you can purchase different items with real money, such as mounts, pets, mostly cosmetics. Doesn't seem like much actually improves how your character's quality is within the game. Once again, just mostly cosmetic stuff that you can purchase. Then you have your inventory, which, if I can complain about one thing, man, this inventory, it seems like you're always full on inventory between questing supplies, materials that you need when using professions, trying to apply those, consumables, your potions, and then just all the different, armors and weapons that you have. You do have a bank, and you can store your profession items in the bank, and when doing your professions, it actually considers those items in the bank. So that's a nice feature, but there again, you'll pay a pretty good bit of money to get your inventory slots increased where you can start carrying more stuff, and at first it definitely is challenging. So you have your skills options where once again you'll go in and check out the different skills that you can work on leveling up or how far you're along in them, and all the different areas that you can put skill points in that you've run across. So a lot of different skills in this game, allowing you a lot of different customization where you can literally be, anything you want, from a healer to a tank to a damage dealer, and once again even diving deeper into all those and being a mixture of you could be a mage wielding a two-handed sword if you wanted to while still casting spells, things like that. So a lot of fun. Different weapons have different skill sets with them. So you have a destruction staff that would obviously be casting spells, doing damage. Then you have a restoration staff that has a whole skill set of healing abilities. So you can take a rogue class, for instance, and turn it into a healer just by equipping a restoration staff. Now, if you want to specialize in it, obviously you're going to want to keep that restoration staff equipped and work on leveling it up and really put a lot of time into it, but still gives you the versatility to be anything you want in the game. Questing, there's a quest journal allowing you to keep up with all the different quests you have. Super easy to move between quests to figure out where you are within the quest, and you can look up on your map and it'll show all your objectives on the map, so real easy to complete quest. Then you have your dungeon, your social option rather, where you can go in, create groups pretty easily with your friends list, or even jump in a group finder where maybe you select certain dungeons that you want to run where they'll pair you up with different people that are looking to accomplish the same dungeon, so they'll automatically put you into a group, and then you can join up and teleport into the dungeon where you can go on to fight with the group that they've got you with. And there's guilds that you can join, and you can create different guilds, share a guild bank where you can share inventory amongst the guilds. And they brought back lockpicking, the main reason I bought this game. No, just kidding, but there's lockpicking. If you remember that from Skyrim, you might have to bust open a few locks to get to some of those nice little treasure boxes you might find around the world. Next, you have professions. So they have 6 different professions you can choose from, where you'll run around the world, collect materials for them. You may deconstruct some of the items you already have to gather equipment, salvage materials for the different professions. They have dailies for each profession, so you can work on knocking out whatever those daily quests may be. They may get you to make some type of recipe, or craft some daggers or do something like that. So by completing the daily quest, you'll get a little bit of gold experience, and they'll give you a little package containing some of those items that's related to the profession, allowing you to it might help you craft something on down the road. Several different things to find throughout the world. You got anywhere from recipes to find throughout, Looks like you can make all kind of different stuff, anywhere from cooking to alchemy. You got blacksmithing, woodworking, clothier, and enchanting are the 6 that you can be, and all of them really enhance the game, enhance your character. Cooking, you can make different type of recipes that will, might increase your stamina or your health or whatever as you run around the world, making life a little easier for you. To blacksmithing, where you can, make better armor for yourself, or, crank out some new weapons or whatever be the case. Overall, there's a lot of depth to crafting. Still pretty fun, but can seem quite tedious as you have to collect a lot of materials to do a lot of different things. So you have 4 different character classes you can choose from when creating your character initially. Once again, with each character class though, you can be almost anything you want to be. You can be very versatile. Elder Scrolls gives you that option. But your 4 classes are Dragon Knight, which does more of the up-close damage dealing. Generally you'll find tanks rocking out Dragon Knight. Then you have your Sorcerer, who will be dealing mostly spells from a distance, but can get up close if need be. Then you have your Nightblade, that's kind of your assassin, sneaking around rogue kind of type. And then you have a Templar, who's more like a paladin. It's got its own restoration class, very good healers, that type of stuff. But once again, very versatile throughout this game. You can be almost anything you want to be. So, leveling up, you're shortly into it, you're going to unlock dungeons where you can, once again, use your group finder or grab a few friends and head off to a 4-man dungeon where you will need a healer, and a tank helps. But the 4-man dungeons were a lot of fun, defeating the different bosses and getting better loot. And a lot of the bosses had, a strategy to them that you had to use. It wasn't just a hack and slash. So, a ton of fun, a lot of pretty challenging content. And of course, no online game would be complete without some good old-fashioned player versus player content. So the PvP on Elder Scrolls, I can see, has a lot of potential. Now, I didn't get a chance to explore this as deep as I wanted to, but running through the initial quests that are over here, kind of the introductory to it, you have a huge map with different points that you can capture throughout the map. You have 3 different alliances that you select when doing your character creation that will define which alliance or allegiance that you're loyal to, and you cannot change this. But anyways, you have 3 different alliances or allegiances working towards capturing this massive map that you are battling it out for. You can travel throughout the different waypoints on the map very fast. There are NPCs that guard certain areas that you might be trying to capture. There are siege weapons, about 4 or 5 different siege weapons they let you try out, and using those siege weapons to help defeat other players and castle walls. Everything you do within the game, you get player versus player points that you can use to purchase those siege weapons and player versus player related items from different vendors within the game. So overall, I highly recommend you go out and pick up Elder Scrolls Online today. I know I got about 4 or 5 other buddies who scooped it up, and all have been loving it. And it's just a lot of fun to be able to get on and enjoy the massive amount of content this game has to offer. And of course, you're able to do that with other friends. And I know they've got a lot of in-game content with some raids they've released. They've got dungeons. The PvP, like I said, just seems like there's just a world of possibilities with this game so far, and it has been great. So, once again, my name's Adam Ottinger with ProductiveGamer.com. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like or subscribe for more videos coming your way. Or if you're catching this on a podcast, please feel free to leave a review so other people can help find the same content.